Alright, so this is a quick video overview of the Mamiya 7, and so let's jump in. Up top, you have the film advance lever, and the internet says that these can be a fragile part of this camera, so wind the film slowly to avoid damage. Here's the on-off button and the shutter release button. Okay. Here we have the inside here is how you set the film speed. So you lift up on this ring and rotate to match the speed film you're using. Okay. And if you have this set to auto exposure lock, when you touch the shutter, it will meter, and if you half touch, it will meter, and then you can point at your subject and touch the shutter the rest of the way, and it'll take that picture. If you just have it on auto, it will continuously meter. So you can't half touch the shutter to get a light reading and then press it the rest of the way when you're ready to take it. It will continuously adjust exposure. Of course, you can set it to manual by just pushing the little lock button here and choosing whatever exposure time you want. I tend to leave it in auto exposure lock. Over here you have exposure compensation. So this lets you, if you know the subject's backlit and you intentionally want to overexpose one stop, you can rotate this little lever here, press the lock button, press this lock button, and you can rotate it to like +1, and so the camera will expose one stop brighter than what the light metering had suggested. Alright, so to change lenses on the camera, there's a lens release button here. Rotate and lift straight out. Alright, when you're putting the lens in, you need to make sure that you line up the dots, right? And the lens sits down in place, rotate till it clicks. Something to note is that this camera has a black cloth shutter that allows you to change the lens without exposing the film to light. So this is operated this way. So if you're going to go take a picture, it has to be open. Okay, so that opens the curtain, and now you're not able to remove the lens. Okay, so this lets you take a picture. If you're going to switch the lens, you have to rotate this counterclockwise, and that draws that cloth curtain across there, and then it releases the button so you can remove the lens without ruining the film inside. So to open the camera to put film in, push the dot and slide the lever. Okay, the back will pop open. Here's the cloth, by the way. Don't touch this. Here's what it looks like when you open it. So you can see in there, and then when you are, so yeah, that's what that does. So, okay, so when you're going to load the camera, so when you finish a roll of film, you're going to end up with an empty spool here, and then a spool here that has your finished film on it. So what you want to do is press this orange button, and this releases this tab, and then this orange button, which releases this tab. And now the easiest way to do this is just to use your thumb and sort of let it hinge up from the top, like that. Okay, so then you transfer the empty spool to this side of the camera. Okay, and then push that in. I'll show that again. You push this little tab back in to lock it into place. Okay. All right, and when you close the back, you notice it doesn't just click when you push straight down. You want to do a very subtle lateral move like that, and that locks it. Okay, so when it's open, if you're just trying to push it close, you push down, and then just a very subtle lateral movement locks it. Okay, and I'm going to get a roll of film, and I'll show you how to actually load it right now. Alright, I've got a box of Ilford HP5 Plus 400. This is good film, so what we're going to do is tear open the foil pouch here, like so. You want to peel the little wrapper off here. Okay, you don't want to let this unspool, so keep your thumb on here to keep tension. All right, now, all right, with the camera, you want this to be down. You can see the pin here, so you hit the orange button to drop the pin down. Okay, so we're gonna put the roll of film, and hard to do one-handed here, in like this. Okay, and then we're gonna keep a thumb here just to keep a little tension. And we're gonna draw, this is hard to do while looking through a camera. We're gonna draw this across here, and you want to stick this bit of leader down into the film spool, like that. Okay, you wanna make sure that it's centered, and you wanna slowly advance. And you can see we're not, there we go. We wanna make sure it's nice and centered there. And then what you want to do is just keep slowly advancing until the arrow lines up with this mark. So when we get right there, we're good. And we're gonna shut the back of the camera. Remember to give it that little lateral push. And at this point, we can continue winding all the way till the camera stops us at frame 1. Okay, now, this was 400 speed film, so very important. Don't forget to lift and choose 400 on the dial. And then for the what you want to do is just tear the and stick that in here, and now you know, you reminder what film you were shooting. And there you go. So you would put this to white to be on. Just got the camera on a second ago. And it won't let you take a picture until you release the cloth that was preventing light from coming in. Now, something important to remember with the rangefinder is because when you look through here, right, you're not going to notice that you have the lens cap on. So, rookie mistake with the rangefinder is forgetting to take the lens cap off. You can see right through here just fine, even if the lens cap is off. So you don't want to do that. I don't know if I can demonstrate focusing this way or not. Let's try. So there you go. You can see the rangefinder square in there. And the subject is in focus when the two images line up. I can't tell right now if this is going to come through on the video. But you can see that this square moves, and when subject's in focus when you get the square to line up with the other image. And so that's it. Ready to go. Turn the camera off, save battery.